Hello and welcome to another video. I'm in the woods today. I'm at my large bushcraft shelter. I've got a little fire going and my plan is to practice my napping skills. Now, I'm definitely not a professional at this. I'll never claim to be a professional at anything unless I actually am. So it's important that you practice skills, whether it's a new skill or an old skill. This is a relatively new skill for me. So I've got a little chunk of obsidian here. I've got my leather pad, some antler, and my hammerstone that probably needs to be replaced by now because it's quite worn out. And there's no guarantee that I'll get anything good today, but we're going to see if we can get some decent size flakes off that I can either use as blades on their own or maybe get an arrowhead or something, but there's no guarantee. So my understanding of how this works is quite basic, but pretty much what you have to do is you have to abrade the edges of the rock to create what's called a platform, and then you turn it the opposite way and then you use a hammerstone or a piece of antler, something like that, and you strike it, and the angle that you strike it will determine the type of like the size and the type of piece that you'll actually be able to break off. So I've not learned all the best angles to get all the best results yet, but stick with me and we'll see if we can produce something kind of useful, but there's no guarantees. I have already done a video where I produce a little obsidian flake knife, like I do the whole process. I have actually got some pine pitch glue and some resin and stuff here with me, so if I get something really good, perhaps we'll make one of those. But I think that it's important for people to actually see the process from the eyes of a beginner, because there are a lot of books and there are a lot of channels for people that are absolutely professional at this and have been doing this for years and years. I think it can actually be quite good when you're trying to learn a skill to watch somebody else also trying to learn a skill. And on the topic of learning, I'm just trying to figure out where the best place would be to actually get into this. We're going to go for here. You can hear the woodpeckers. Ooh, that didn't go to plan. Oh no, yes it did. Wood on this fire. This is what's keeping my hands warm. Just noticed there's still a kind of large bit of protrusion on this side, so I'm just going to see if I can take that off carefully, just so that the back is also thin. See if I can do this without breaking it. If you're still with me and you're still watching, thank you very much. I appreciate it. But I do think that it's important, especially if you're watching this and you're also a member of the outdoor community. I think that any skills that we have, that we're learning, I think that we should share the learning process with each other, because one day somebody else might decide that they want to learn and come across some problems that the experts maybe forget to sort of mention or give guidance on, just because it's a problem that isn't really a problem for them anymore. So yeah, I think that even though I'm not an expert at this, I think that any kind of knowledge is good. I've got my little hammerstone out again. I'm going to try and see if I can just reshape this side here, but I'm well aware of the fact that I could be taking a huge risk, and I could actually break the whole thing if I'm not careful. So, and then we'll have to start again. So just, oh, I told you I could break the whole thing if I wasn't careful. What a shame, but all is not lost. We've still got plenty of stone. Oh. Oh no. Just about to say to you that I think I've regained control. And then I broke it again. Right, so I broke that one as well. So I'm going back to the original piece. And I'm just going to try and be a little bit more careful. Wish me luck. Oh. Cooks that piece off, yep. Cooks that piece off. Oh. It's wanting me to smack it harder, but I don't want to smack it harder in case I break it. Oh no. Well, we fell at the last hurdle. So that's as far as we got. And then it broke. Well, I did say there was no guarantee. All is not completely lost. I have one tiny little piece left. I'm going to obviously pick up all of the shards and I'm going to put them back in the bag, take them home, have a rage about it, and then I'll have a look at them and I'll see if I can maybe get an arrowhead out of one of the shards. But yeah, I'll give this, just going to work on this last piece here. This really is like the last resort piece. I just got to get this point on it, and then once I've got the point on, really the only thing left to do would be to sort the bottom side, because the bottom of it is still quite wide. But what tends to happen when I try and sort the bottom of a point is it ends up, instead of thinning, it ends up shooting through and then snapping in half. It gives you a better look at it there. So you can see, very wide at the bottom. I'm going to try and see if I can take that lump off the back. But this is the point where they usually snap for me. So wish me luck. But if we can get that little bit off the back, then I'll be able to actually mount it into something as a usable tool. But obviously because you need the back really to be thin enough. But like I said, there's a chance that this could be the point where it snaps. Oh, it's stressing me out. Oh, okay, that's half of it gone. That was a success, that's good. Fantastic. So it means I've now got my point, and it's thin on both sides, and that should hopefully be able to be mounted into some sort of handle, or you could mount that onto a stick and use it as a spear. The fire is pretty much out, and I successfully managed to produce a point from that piece of stone, which was the aim. It's not quite the point that I wanted, but it's a point nonetheless, so I'll take it as a win. If you like what you see and would like to see more videos from me, then be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment, etc, etc. If you'd like to see more flint knapping and more of my sort of practice sessions, let me know. And if you'd like to see more bushcrafting, like making knives, things like that, any wild crafts, let me know in the comment section. But that's it for today, so thanks again, and I'll see you in the woods.